Hi, first grade friends. In reading today, we're going to read a story that goes along with Earth Day. Remember, Earth Day is celebrated every year on April 22nd, and it's a day that we use to help support and protect the Earth. We think about ways we can keep it clean and help keep the environment healthy for all living things to survive. So today we're going to read the story, I Can Save the Earth, and I want you to listen along and try and point out ways that we can help save the earth and keep it clean. Before we read the story, we're going to go over some words that you may not know and think about what they mean. That way, when you read them or hear them in the story, you might be able to understand what it means. The first word is reduce. Reduce means to use less of something, like paper or electricity. I can reduce the amount of paper I use in school, like writing paper. I can use the back of a sheet instead of grabbing a new piece of paper. I could also reduce electricity by turning off a light switch when I'm not in the room or turning off a TV when I'm not using it. The next word is reuse. Reuse is to use something again in a different way instead of throwing it away. This might be something like a water bottle. You might have noticed Miss Dominic would always carry a water bottle at school, and I can reuse that by filling it up with water instead of getting a plastic bottle to throw away each time I'm done. Recycle means to use trash to make new things. So things that can be recycled are like paper, plastic, and metal. Pollution are things that make the environment dirty, like garbage, chemicals, or gases. Litter is to throw garbage away in places it does not belong, like on the ground or out of a car window. In this picture, the little boy is throwing his wrapper on the floor, and that's called littering because he didn't put it in the trash can where it needs to go. Electricity is the power used to make things like televisions, lights, and computers work. We can reduce the amount of electricity we use by turning off light switches and turning off TVs or games when we're not using them. Compost is a mixture of rotted leaves, plants, or vegetables that can be used in a garden to give nutrition to growing plants. So compost can be turned into something like dirt, and it gives food to plants to help them grow. So you can reuse things like old banana peels and vegetables and leaves as well to help create compost for soil. Now we're going to read along to the story, I Can Save the Earth, and I want you to really focus on those things that are going to help save the earth and things that would help keep the environment healthy. So let's listen along by turning on our listening ears and eyes on the screen.
Welcome to Baby Story Time. Do you want to read this book with me? Don't forget to click the subscribe button for more. I Can Save the Earth by Allison Inches. Illustrated by Viviana Garofoli. Max the little monster liked to fling candy wrappers. He left a trail of trash wherever he went. Whee! Said Max. Max the little monster did not like to give away his old toys, even when he'd outgrown them. Mine! Cried Max.
Max has a lot of trash out on the floor. What would we call that? That's called litter. When you don't put trash in the correct spot, it is called littering. I wonder what Max is going to learn.
Max the little monster liked to overflow the sink and the bathtub and clog the toilet. Hungry toilet, said Max.
I see a lot of extra toilet paper and a lot of extra water. Do we think Max needed to use all the water and toilet paper? Or do you think Max could reduce the amount he uses, meaning use less of?
Max the little monster left the lights on and blared the TV, even when he wasn't in the room. No big whoop, said Max. Then one night, in the middle of his favorite program, something unexpected happened. The lights went out, and the TV went off. There had been a blackout. "Hey!" shouted Max. "Who turned out the lights?" Max tripped over some old toys and stumbled outside to see what was wrong. Max looked around. He saw a full moon as it shone brightly on the colorful spring flowers. He heard the crickets chirp and an owl hoot. He even saw a shooting star as it twinkled across the night sky. "Wow," said Max. "This is so beautiful." When the lights came back on, Max the little monster felt something new. He began to notice things that he hadn't noticed before. In the summer, Max the little monster went to the beach and noticed the pretty shells. He wiggled his toes in the sand. He watched the sun sparkle on the waves. He saw a dolphin leap out of the water. Max picked up an old bottle and an ice cream wrapper and threw them into a trash can. "Pollution makes the beach look ugly," said Max, "and pollution can hurt animals and plants."
Do you think Max did the right thing by putting the trash in the trash can? I think he did, because someone else littered the trash, and Max helped keep the environment and earth clean by picking it up and putting it where it needed to go. Pollution was the word that said things that make the environment dirty, like garbage, chemicals, or gases. So when someone litters trash on the ground, that causes pollution, making the earth dirty.
In autumn, Max the little monster noticed the colorful leaves, red, orange, and yellow. He jumped in leaf piles with his friends. "Leaves are so pretty and more fun to play in than watching TV," cried Max. After they jumped in the leaves, Max the little monster didn't want to leave a mess, so he composted the leaves. "Rotten leaves help the dirt grow happy flowers," said Max. In winter, Max the little monster noticed the wonder of snowflakes. Each delicate snowflake looked like a crystal jewel. He made a T-Rex, an igloo, and a snow angel. "Why didn't I see this before?" wondered Max. The earth is beautiful. Now Max the little monster never wastes water. Water, more snowflakes," says Max. And he doesn't waste toilet paper. "Happy monster, happy toilet, happy earth," says Max.
Do you think Max is making green choices? I think he is. He's not wasting toilet paper and he's not wasting water. He's thinking about the earth and its healthy environment.
Now Max the little monster never wastes electricity. He turns off lights except for the one he is using. He hardly ever watches TV, but when he does, he turns it off when his program is over. "Let's play outside," says Max. "Fresh air feels good on my fur." Now Max the little monster never litters. He recycles any paper, aluminum cans, and plastic bottles he uses. Max also likes to eat fresh fruits instead of candy, and drink water instead of soda pop. "Tasty," says Max, and he always throws his trash away in the right bin. Max, the little monster, even has yard sales where he sells all his old toys. Max also trades his toys with his friends. "Wow," said Max. "Old toys I've never played with before are just as fun as new toys."
I like seeing that Max is giving away his old toys or trading with other friends, because instead of just throwing them away, we can reuse toys, meaning someone else can use the toy or he can use someone else's. So that way we don't make more trash for the earth.
Now Max the little monster loves the earth. He reduces the amount of water and energy he uses. He finds ways to reuse as many things as he can, and he recycles his trash. Sometimes he even hugs trees. Max the little monster is now called Max the little green monster. You can be a little green monster too, and help save the earth.
All All right, and here are some vocabulary words from the story. So if you would like to pause the video and go over those vocabulary words again, I think that would be a great idea. When we go to Seesaw today, I would love for you guys to think about the story, I Can Save the Earth, and what little Max did to help keep the environment healthy and clean. Think about green choices he made that could help his Earth. And I want you to think like being a little green monster like Max and give me 3 ways you can help our Earth. So you're going to have a slide that looks like this, and you have the Earth and this blank box. You may use the drawing tools and draw a picture. So for each example, so you have 1, 2, and 3 slides to complete. And once again, you're going to use 3 examples, so that's why you have 3 slides. So you can use the drawing tools to draw a picture. You can also try and write about it, or use the text tool to type about it. When you are done, I would like for you to press that microphone button and record yourself speaking about your drawings and describing the ways you can help the Earth. Have fun with this activity, first grade, and once again, if you have any questions, please let me know.